So I was speaking with a friend last night, and she was making the argument that makeup for women is like a good haircut for men, kind of correlating the two of those. And really, I had to dig into her argument, because as she kept on speaking, it started making a lot more sense. I never really considered how important a good haircut is, especially when it came down to transformative abilities. How you can take a gentleman or an individual who looks one way, give them a haircut, and then they look completely different. The structure that it has on the facial and the facial features is completely remarkable. I've seen clips, especially on YouTube, where guys barbers would go to get people that are homeless and give them haircuts, and they look like a completely new person. That's all transformation. So I started to dig into this a little bit. And today what we're going to be talking about is mainly the correlation between self-esteem and a good haircut. For this, I'm going to actually look at an article, because from my understanding, a good haircut is more than just keeping your split ends in line or keeping your hair a certain length or whatnot, right? It has a lot to do with how you carry yourself, and it has a lot to do with your confidence. So that's what we're going to be looking at today, to see if whether or not that is true. So this article, how does our hairstyle impact our self-esteem? Let's dig into this a little bit more. See if there's any similarities there. In today's society, it says, in physical appearance plays a big role in our everyday lives. True. Our appearance impacts our personal, social, and professional lives, whether we like it or not. Sometimes you like it, sometimes you don't. While we may want to believe that our looks don't mean more than what's on the inside, we all know that a good appearance does, in fact, impact our lives. But how exactly does our appearance impact our self-esteem? Sense of attractiveness can be strongly connected to self-confidence and a positive mindset about ourselves. Okay, all right. It's that old trope of, if you look good, then you feel good. Okay. Both men and women associate confidence with being in control. While there are many things that we can't easily change about our appearance, hairstyle is one thing that can be easily changed. What happens if you have no hair? What happens if you go bald? Do men wear weaves? That's a legitimate question. Do men wear weaves? I don't think I've ever seen something like that, but I'd love to look it up. Where was I? Okay. While there are many things that we can't easily change about our appearance, hairstyle is one thing that can be easily changed. More than 100 million Americans visit salons each month in order to keep up their hair color or cut. Hair can easily be altered through cutting, coloring, and styling, because well-kept hair gives the appearance of being well managed. It can easily give people a boost of confidence. Okay, yeah. Okay, yes, this is why you visit your barber very often. While this relationship between hair and confidence is common sense, it is also scientifically proven. A study commissioned by Physique, never heard of them, but I'll take your word for it, and carried out by researchers at Yale, found that bad hair days increase level of both self-doubt and personal criticism. Both men and women are negatively affected by the phenomenon of bad hair days, said Dr. Marianne LaFrance, professor of psychology and professor of women's and gender studies at Yale University. Even more fascinating is our finding that individuals perceive their capabilities to be significantly lower than others when experiencing bad hair. Interesting. Okay. The study even found that participants felt less smart and less capable of performing tasks in which they were normally able to do. Really? Due to the fact that they were having a bad hair day. Are you serious? I know it hit your confidence, but I didn't know it hit your confidence in this kind of style. I'm really curious now. Okay. When people are anxious about an aspect of their appearance, they tend to be able to only think about others noticing or their perceived flaws. I can understand that. Overall, the study found that bad hair days can contribute to increased levels of social anxiety, social insecurity, and self-criticism. So if you're looking for a way to boost your self-esteem, consider changing your hairstyle. After all, if your thoughts and behaviors If your thoughts and behaviors contribute to 40% of your happiness, it's important to feel good about yourself in order to be happy. When choosing a new hairstyle, you should consider which cuts or colors will be best suited for your face and skin tone. While some people don't think about their face shape when choosing a cut, the wrong style can actually lower your confidence if you're not happy with it, how it looks. I completely think that makes perfect sense, because I've seen some very good and convincing toupees. I've seen some disasters even, and I've seen the effects that those disasters have had on people, where they're actually not able to focus because, they are thinking about who's looking at them. Although, you don't point it out. If the hair is twisted to this side, all of a sudden we're on, and earlier in the day it was twisted to this side, then, you just leave it alone. They're trying. That's all you say to them. They're trying. Because of this, it's always a good idea to talk to your hairstylist about which styles will look best on you. It's their job. That is exactly what they get paid the big bucks for. Changing your hair may not completely change your physical appearance, but it can give you a little boost in your self-esteem. So if you haven't been feeling the best about yourself lately, consider changing your hair. You'd be surprised at how even a little change can impact your attitude about yourself. Okay. I understand the notion of what was being stated, that a good haircut for men has similar effects or even transformative abilities, much like makeup does for a woman, right? It can enhance even, and it can transform. And that is the point that I think my friend was talking about, where she was saying that a good haircut for a man is much like makeup. Is very much like makeup. I don't think she was saying that it's on the same spectrum as, but very similar in what it does. Now, all that said, you guys let me know what you think. Do you think it has similarities, or do you think it doesn't? I've heard some people make that argument about the beard before, but in this case, I'm talking about the haircut in the sense that you can walk in looking one way and walk out looking like a completely different person, right? You could walk in with a full head of hair, you could walk out with a brand new style, and your face and everything about you just almost looks brand new. So you guys let me know what you think, whether you think this is actually accurate, or more accurate than what I'm reading into it, or whether you think this perspective is still a little off and filled with holes in the argument. Before you go, as a bonus, I had to look this up. I was a little curious to know if men actually wear weaves, so I decided to actually look it up. And I'm a little stunned at what I found. I saw a couple of images of guys that have completely bald heads in one session, and in the same session walk out with a full head of hair. They even had a picture of a guy with dreads. How do you put dreads on? So that's what we're gonna find out right now, if you guys want to hang around still, because I'm really curious about this. I want to know what it is this guy is going to do to give this guy hair. I mean, he already has hair, but nothing like what the thumbnail shows. So let's take a look at this now. Create a guide for the unit. Alright, yeah, shave everything off. Oh my gosh. Question. How much does something like this cost? That's a little crooked, my guy. Is it just me, or is that a little slanted? Giving him a little part, okay. Alright. Because I've seen a couple other videos where there was some hair missing at the tips of the outline, right? I'm gonna guess he's gonna fill that in with some color. Shave and apply. Okay, scalp protectant. For what? Scalp protectant for what? What is he gonna put on his head? Damn. You. Yo, he didn't just do that. Oh my gosh. Sorry, man. I'm honestly just dumbfounded right now at what I'm watching. I've never seen anything like this. I'm being dead serious. I've never actually seen this before. I've never seen this process. I just want to see the finished product. Start lining up the actual hairline or below the actual hairline. Just giving this guy these little baby hairs. Oh my gosh. I want to ask the question. Is this deceitful? Is this actual deceit? I mean, what would be the legit reaction if your guy went to take a shower or something, right? And came out and this was off, like it came off. As a guy, I don't think I'd know how to react. My hair just came off. Okay. Let me speed this up just a little bit. Got it at 1.25 right now. You are kidding me. You are kidding me. I don't know what to believe anymore. I'll give her this much. She is skilled. She's very skilled. Okay, okay. Leave-in conditioner, okay. Wow. This is the most... I'm not even kidding with you. This is probably the most amazing thing I've ever seen. Now it makes me question some of the people I see on TV. This really makes me question some of the people I see on TV. Like, is that actually theirs? Or are they just maintaining some... This is a... I guess it's a... Yeah, I guess it's a weave. Alright. Mickey the Barber. Good job. Excellent job. Let me just rewind a little bit. Excellent job. I'm a little surprised and you kind of damaged my faith in people, but yeah, excellent job. I'm sure that must be expensive as well. Let's take a look at the end results. Clean, very clean. Very, very, very clean. Yeah, I don't know what to believe anymore. I don't know what to believe, especially when people could do this thing. I don't know. I'm done. I'm just gonna... I'm timing out. See y'all later, man.